Welcome back to Hooky Hour, where we are going to do things. I don't know why my brain always freezes at the introduction of the episode, but we are going to continue the trial. And we are going to keep poking holes in Eni's testimony until she says something dumb. Like, as persuaded, and blah blah blah. And I didn't see anyone. That's bullshit. That's utter bull. You saw the jam jar on your way. Don't think I didn't forget about that. You totally saw Pearl. Should have seen Pearl. That one. Present. There we go. You say that you didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. However, that is impossible. What do you mean? I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay. Interesting. You have a semi-intelligent look on your face. So, what about this child? It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden. The center garden. The garden? Yep, right in front of the incinerator. Which means anyone walking through the area would have had to seen her. So, Miss Meanie, what do you have to say to that? Noir! 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 As the court can see, she's a bit of an airhead. Also, she was leading her sister at the time. Do you honestly think she would have noticed a simple child playing? Preposterous. It's not preposterous, and I can prove it. What sort of foolish? There's no way someone walking along the winding way could not have noticed Pearl. Because of the broken jam jar. There was jam everywhere. This urn is my proof. An old cracked clay pot. What is that going to prove? Do you know why it's cracked? It's because Pearl broke it. That's why. She broke the urn. Ah! Why? Why do I feel like you're about to ruin my beautiful day? Because I am a day wrecker. This urn was broken around the time the channeling started. Ah. And Pearl was the one who put it back together. Everyone give her a round of applause. While sitting right in the middle of the winding way. What? Miss Meanie. You know, I feel like Phoenix doesn't actually have proof that Pearl was there, like, at all. But, well, or at least we'd have to go through, like, a whole side story of proving that the urn was actually broken in the first place by Pearl. Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work, putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. And she misspelled it. Only something she would do. Because she's that stupid. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. Well, like, maybe I am. Grr. Grr. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Meanie. That my entire testimony is hearsay. You are a masterful liar. Arrgh. Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say. I'm subscribed to her OnlyFans. You can't talk to Miss Meanie like that. The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Meanie, tell us the truth. About what? About what? About what you were really doing. Where you really were at the time of the murder, of course. The witness just testified about that. That's right. I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? There's no way. Yeah, I guess so. Your lie's in here. Oh, what do you? What do you? Really, what do you? The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible, because there's clearly a contradiction here, burp. A contradiction? Where's the contradiction? Help me, Mia. I don't know. I don't know where Phoenix is going with this. Probably... let me look at the court record. Okay, so he says that there's... We're trying to prove that she was not in the room at the time. So it's either... It's gonna be help me, or Mia. Probably in her testimony just now, she wasn't in the room. I wish I could remember her testimony word for word, but it has slipped out of my brain. And we gotta choose something, so here we go. Earlier in your testimony, Miss Meanie, you made the following statement. And like Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? Ah, okay, good. It's true at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police. So, like, what does that have to do with anything? It's very simple. Miss Meanie, how did you know that fact? How? I concede that Miss Fay was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Meanie, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by way of the winding way. But look at the manor guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have had to use the right winding way. Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I ask this very important question. What time is it? Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Meanie, please answer the question. Don't ask a question off of a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you've put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix Wright, I'm gonna have to tuck that back in. You might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Time to save. Yep, that's a save signal if I've ever seen one. Save now in bright neon lights. Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah! The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eenie Meenie. So now is the time to prove it. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer after you save a little closer to where the thing is probably going to be. Where was the witness when the murder took place? In the channeling chamber. Miss Meanie was here, of course. What? But that's the channeling chamber. Isn't that the crime scene? That's right. Miss Meanie was at the scene of the crime. Order! That's why that is... Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that. Only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started. Yes, that's correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Simple. Miss Eenie Meenie was hiding at the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding? Probably in the box. Behind the folding thing, about right here. Here, of course. Behind the folding scene? Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. Unless they were in a box. See, you stupid jerk! Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slime ball! Now, Miss Meanie, one so young as you shouldn't be saying... Shut it, Gramps! As if you know exactly how old I am. I'm sorry. Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen. Oh man, that's a new pose. With the help of a box, I think. Oh shit. Okay, there's a hole that looks like a bullet hole about 8 inches off the ground. It's hiding behind the folding screen with the help of the box. It has to be the box. Like, can't hide anywhere else but the box. Take that! Miss Meanie, how were you able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box. That tiny little box? No person could fit in that. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lotta disproved you when she was hiding from me in it. But that clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with this murder at all. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time. Mr. Wright, how did she move the box? Hold on, let me, before I say something dumb, I gotta say, man, if only I had this in real life right before I was about to say something dumb. Yes, I came with some evidence. And now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Can I, like, show the bullet hole? Hold on, let me check photo. So there's no box in that one. Check that one. Right now, license photo. Building box at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. It has to be the hole in the box, right? Can we just click the box again? I kind of hope we can just click the box again. I'd love it if we could click the box again. Take a look at this clothing box. You're so stupid. As if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing.
What on earth?
I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already.
There's a hole about 8 inches off the ground. I could use this later.
A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before? The folding screen. It had a hole the same height. That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Miss Meanie, you were hiding behind the folding screen waiting for your chance. Yes, your chance to kill Dr. Gray.
Order, so what are you saying?
Then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Eenie Meenie? That is exactly what I'm saying as I'm overlaid over the photo that was overlaid over the scene. Miss Eenie Meenie, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey.
To masquerade as Maya Fey?
She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No, stop. I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the scene of the crime, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do that all by herself. Ooh, that's where you're wrong, Miss Von Karma. That's where you've talked yourself into a hole, or you're the second person in this into a hole by bringing up the possibility of someone else. It really is impossible. For one person to do all the preparations, that is. Ow! Need I remind you, the foolish receive no mercy. Wait, Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct? Well, you can't be serious. Miss Meanie. Man, that hat is like really, it's like really bendy, really stretchy. Right, an accomplice, which would be this person. I was gonna say old hag, but then, this person. If it wasn't someone from Crane Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fey household, you wouldn't have that box to use. Morgan Fey.
Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier?
What do you have to say to this, Miss Meanie? You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it? Yep. All of it. Yeah. I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other 2, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with a knife. Man, all we're missing now is just like the Danganronpa conclusion music. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime scene. But that's when something unexpected happened.
Unexpected?
Yes. Bang. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that is why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. Oh, that does make sense. Boy, Meanie really dodged a bullet from inside a box. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and... bang. After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room? Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. Which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Click. Miss Meanie, she immediately covered her own costume with blood. Oh, where did this get on me? And pretended to be Maya Fey. But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through. I mean, it kind of was. Have you seen her face? Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fey chased us out. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here.
What is one supposed to say?
This is the real truth behind this murder. Well, any further questions? Huh. Ha 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 ha.
Who is that? Laughing at a time like this?
Ack. Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry. Are you still, by chance, evolving? What is it this time?
Miss Von Karma.
Surely. Of course it was me. I'm the one who laughed. Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose due to something this petty? What in the world? Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area. And that is, we'll find it out next time on Hooky Hour. I'll see you on the hook side, not the flip side. It's the hook side for sure. All right, see you all then. Bye.